Hey everyone. Hope everyone's well. I wanted to do this quick show right quick. I want to address the whole Britney Spears conservatorship situation. She's been we see that she's been trying to get off of it for a while now. She's got her a new attorney, and during court she has expressed that she want her father um off her conservatorship shit. And she's been beefing with her sister on social media, saying how she was performing her songs without her consent, what have you. So she's been beefing with Jamie Lynn Spears. And I will say this. First of all, I'm a Britney Spears stan, so I've loved me some Britney Spears since I was a child. I always had a soft spot for Britney Spears. And even growing up, I felt like she was being exploited. Like when she first came onto the scene, she was very much exploited. Just with the whole jailbait shit. The way they presented Britney Spears to the public, they presented her like this jailbait girl who wears Catholic schoolgirl outfits. Even that whole infamous magazine in Rolling Stone. So yeah, I always felt like she was exploited at a young age. But I loved her music. She's a fucking legend in my book. So yeah, back to this conservatorship shit. She been on conservatorship ever since she had that breakdown when she shaved her head and shit like that, attacking paparazzi with the umbrella and shit. Yeah, I remember that. She's been on it ever since. And I know a while back she was getting taken advantage of by some guy she befriended. And I think that's probably why she got into conservatorship as well. But from looking at the situation at hand, she should be able to get off. She should be able to take care of her own business. And from what she's been saying about her father, his ass shouldn't have no control over her fucking life. And I don't think that Britney Spears wants to perform anymore, which is totally okay. Because I feel like, if you don't want to perform anymore, you shouldn't have to. Period. Like, you shouldn't do things that heart to heart doesn't make you happy. And the people in her team, they forced her to perform when she truly is not, her heart's not even in it. And I think they should lay off of her and let her do her thing. I think she should get control over her life. She should get off of fucking conservatorship. And then another thing, hey BSC, how are you doing? Hey Jimmy. So yeah, Britney should live her life how she chooses to fit. If that makes her happy by not performing, she should be allowed to do just that. I'll even read to y'all what she said on her social media. This is what she says. She says, for those of you who choose to criticize my dancing videos, look, I'm not going to be performing on any stages anytime soon with my dad handling what I wear, say, do, or think. I've done that for the past 13 years. I'd much rather share videos, yes, from my living room instead of on stage in Vegas, where some people were so far gone they couldn't even shake my hand, and I ended up getting a contact high from weed all the time, which I didn't mind, but it would have been nice to be able to go to the motherfucking spa. And no, I'm not going to put on heavy makeup and try on stage again and not be able to do the real deal with remixes of my songs for years and begging to put my new music in my show for my fans. So I quit. I don't like that my sister showed up at an awards show and performed my songs to remixes. My so-called support system hurt me deeply. This conservatorship killed my dreams. So all I have is hope. And hope is the only thing in this world that is very hard to kill. Yet people still try. I didn't like the way the documentaries bring up humiliating moments from the past. I'm way past all that and have been for a long time. And for women who say it's weird the way I still have hope for fairy tales, go fuck yourself. As I said, hope is all I have right now. You're lucky I post anything at all. If you don't like what you see, unfollow me. People try to kill hope because hope is one of the most vulnerable and fragile things there is. I'm going to go read a motherfucking fairy tale now. If you don't want to see my precious ass dancing in my living room or it's not up to your standards, go read a fucking book. And you all heard it here first from Britney herself. And that's another thing. She I think recently she got a hold of her social media because prior to that she was being censored. Like she would have to get approval to post certain things on her social media. And so seems like she's talking more. She has more control of her shit on social media. So that's dope. So yeah, I just want her to be happy in the end. Because everyone deserves that. Hi.
I was listening to what you were saying.
Yeah.
But you got this the thing, when you get in the music business, you may start off that way, but with experience, you're supposed to learn how to handle yourself at a point anyway. But what happens to a lot of people is they get to that point, but they're still under contract and obligation, and then you have a big old brick wall of mess. You know what I mean? It's also how a lot of artists end up on drugs.
Yeah, with her case, she had like a mental breakdown, and that's how that conservatorship shit started. And she was, I think, she was being taken advantage of by this guy she met.
Yeah.
But she's been saying how her dad's like, she's afraid of her own dad. Like she wants him off of her. She wants him off the whole her conservatorship shit. She wants back her control.
Yeah, but we got to know. The question then becomes, what was in the contract and how long is her debt? My thing, it sounds like to me she needs to look at what she signed, what she can get out of, and keep your mouth shut. If you can't get out of your contract and you're tied up for years and years and years, just shut up and go along with the program until you get where you want to go and you're in control. But all this lashing out don't do you no good, because if you're still stuck under contract with everybody, you gotta play ball, and it don't make any sense to sit up and fight and resist while you're under contract.
I mean, I totally feel her because, like, I get it. She wants to have control over her life more. I totally get it. I mean, that has to be frustrating. I mean, you've been on that shit for years now, and you want some sort of control. So I feel where she's coming from.
Yeah, but what happens is they make these long-term contract deals. People sign these long-term contracts. That's why they tell you, even professional athletes find out. See, they lure you in because they give you a long-term contract and you see this big amount of money. But then when you spread it out over the years, you realize either the money ain't worth it, or if the money's worth it, I'm stuck with this situation. I'm stuck with it. You know what I mean? I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I have no way out. And I have to put up with whatever they dish out.
And I can tell, like, she doesn't even want to perform anymore. The way she's been talking, I can tell she's like overperforming, but it's like she's being forced to perform.
That's what happened to Whitney Houston. People don't realize that in the beginning. If you notice, every time Clive Davis gets with somebody, man, they're under hella pressure. They're under hella pressure.
Yeah, a lot of these celebrities are. That's why some of them get hooked on drugs.
Yep, because they push you, and drugs end up becoming a part of it.
Yeah.
Drugs end up becoming a part of it.
Yeah, it just shows like money doesn't buy happiness, because clearly if that was the case, you wouldn't see celebrities fucking depressed, hooked on drugs, and commit suicide.
Yeah. But like I said, people don't know. And when you're young, and like you said, her dad's involved, you don't know when you're signing them long-term contracts. And I'll bet you that's what this is. It's a long-term contract deal. Because I'm sure if she had like a year left, she would just go ahead and just say, okay, I'll ride it out for a year. Maybe even a couple years, but I bet you it's a long-term deal.
Yeah, like like right now she's 39, she'll be 40 December 2nd this year.
Yeah. So say she's got 5 years left on her deal. Where's that leave her?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where's that leave her at if she's got 5 years left on her deal? Because, like you said, as she gets older, it don't get no easier.
Right.
She probably wants to get out of this while she still got her name hot somewhat before she's forgotten. Because you know how the music business is, especially in the white world. With the pop and everything, there's always that next person.
Yeah, but in her case, she doesn't have to worry about that. She's already legendary status. Like, she doesn't even have to perform if she doesn't want to. She will still, if she was to die today, she will be seen as a legend, especially in the 90s.
Yeah,
everyone loved Britney Spears.
She's not normal people though. She's not normal people. You know what I'm saying? She's not a normal person. So it's in her blood. It's just like a professional fighter. It's just like a actor. You're not normal people. So you have to stay in this, and you don't have to be like hot, but you gotta be a part. You gotta be involved. I mean, like you said, people kill themselves, go to drugs when they feel like they're forgotten.
Yeah, but sometimes people are better off not being in the spotlight as much. Some people don't want to be in the spotlight at all. They just rather just live a low-key life.
But it sounds like she wants to be free to do things the way she wants and still wants to do it, though. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like she wants to be free to do it. But she just don't want the people controlling her. Look at Lil Wayne. People was writing Lil Wayne's raps for him. He done got so good with it that now he writes his own raps and he do it freestyle and everything. But for a long time, Gilly the Kid was writing all of his raps. Now Lil Wayne, he got to a point where he can get off and do his own thing. And if you remember, but he broke off from Cash Money Records and did his own thing. When his contract was up, he left. He went on. And when he did, he was seasoned up and ready to go. That's like Madonna. People don't know this, but Madonna had a guy that was writing for her for years, Jelly Bean Benitez, and producing. But she reached a point where she was able to produce, handle, and write her own songs. and she grew as a person. I think, like you said, her dad and the people involved should realize now, as far as management and people like that, they don't want to let you go because remember, if they let you go, they don't get paid. People depend on a certain amount of money from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why like some artists choose to be independent because they have more control over their shit.
Yep, independent. You run your shit, you market your shit, you put out the songs you want exactly as you want. Just like you ever notice a gangster rapper will put out a song, it'll be a love song. You're like, what the fuck is he doing that for? Because the record company made him. The A&R, they call it. A motherfucker that ain't never put out a record, but their daddy owns the record company, or they're an intern in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you go ahead for a minute. I'm gonna mute for a second.
Okay. So yeah, what I think Britney should do. I mean, I feel where she's coming from. But I mean, hopefully she gets what she wants in the end. I just hope it's the wise decision because I don't, like I said, I don't know her mental state, you know? But I feel where she's coming from though. And I hope she gets what she wants. I hope she has more control over her life. And that I don't know if you guys know about that documentary called Chaotic where her and K Fed was in it, but she was pretty much showing her personality. Like Britney Spears have always been down to earth and don't give a fuck. Like she always had this I don't give a fuck attitude. That's her real personality. It's just like how the public had this whole idea of Whitney Houston. They thought that was her real personality. Whitney Houston was fucking Whitney Houston was fucking hood as fuck. Like there was nothing pristine about her. She was really hood in real life. And people didn't understand why she got with Bobby Brown. And it's like obviously it was toxic, but obviously she found a kinship in him. He was more relatable to her. BSC says Bone Thugs and Harmony and Mariah Carey was a strange duo. I like that particular song they did a while back. That breakdown song. That was hot. Christina Aguilera, she had a better voice, but she belts a lot. But she had a better voice. Britney Spears had the whole package deal. She had the image, in her prime, she can dance her ass off. Yeah, she just had the overall image. Ratchet to the max. Yep, Whitney Houston was very ratchet. No offense, but the public really thought a certain way about her, and she was far from it. Like Whitney Houston, she another one that was like down to earth and hood and shit. like how these record labels and the media try to present these celebrities a lot of times they're far from how they're presenting these people. After a while, I knew Whitney Houston was fucking hood as fuck. Like how she was how she was portrayed in the public was far from how she really was in real life.
All righty, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, that whole industry thing, though, that's just a whole nother setup. It's a whole different ball game. But like I said, it's all about what contract you sign, and I'm guaranteeing you, she's in a long-term deal. That's why she don't just leave and do her own thing. If you remember, it's a lot of people once they like Janet Jackson when she put out the Control album. By that time, she was grown and she was in charge of her career, and she had to run, did the music and the things that she wanted to do, hooked up with the producers she wanted to hook up with, which was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and they had a hell of a run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she wanted to get off of Joe Jackson's Control as well.
Yeah, that's what that album Control was all about. She said, she was too busy pleasing mom and dad. Now I'm in a position to do me. Let me be me.
Yeah.
She did. People don't know that. It's a lot of artists that'll put out a record like that and it'll just shock you. But as people get into them fucked up record deals, New Edition went through that. It was in a long-term deal. They up there living in the projects and everybody living in high-end hotels. It's so many artists that happens to too.
Yeah, it's so common. Like you seen that happen to TLC.
Yep. The Temptations, everybody. Yep.
Like that gets fucking embarrassing. Like when you're selling all these records and shit, and you're not even reaping the benefits.
Not even a millionaire. That's what the 2 Live Crew, and that was one of the hottest selling gimmicks in the record industry. You know what I mean? That back then they was making money. Luke got all this stuff, and yet the members was all broke.
Oh yeah, that's true, BSC. Yeah, that's what that whole song "Bye Bye Bye" was about when NSYNC put it out, because they were trying to break away from that guy who was their manager.
Yep. Sometimes a group will change their name or an artist. That gets them out of a deal too, so they can move forward. If you see an artist just suddenly change their name, that's just a way of them getting themselves out of a deal.
Yeah, that's true.
It's because they're stuck in a deal, and they can only do it under a different name.
Right. So what do you think about what happened on You Know Who What show last night?
Oh, I don't think nothing. It's just the same old nigger shit. It ain't nothing I gotta, we gotta figure out or work out. It's just the same nigger shit. It's nothing new. Nothing new under the sun. I'd be more amused if it was something new.
Right.
It's nothing new. Maybe I'd be more pressed if it was something new.
Yeah, it's just the same old shit.
Yeah, but it's just amazing how people give advice on things and life advice on stuff when they themselves have not accomplished these things that they want you to do. I don't understand that.
Yeah, the dude suffers some shallow how he really thinks his shit doesn't stink.
But it does.
Yeah.
People love to do that. They love to give advice. Oh yeah, do this, this, this. Hold up, nigga. You got this standard for everybody else. Why don't you start living up to your standard first? But you know what I'm learning though? That's just a social media thing. You see it with like the Hassan Campbells. You see it with the Kwame Browns and the whole Tommy thing and everybody battling each other. It's just a big old mess. That's just a social media thing.
Oh, and then this nigga like posted my picture again or some shit.
I don't know. I'm
gonna tell you how fucking stupid he is. Nigga, you do realize that picture of me rocking a mask, which you screenshotted. That's from an old show, you dumbass. And I reposted that same show, you dumb motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, man. People want to give life advice. I mean, it is what it is.
No, he should really fix his life before he went to give anyone else advice. Like,
Yeah.
get your shit together. And as far as that situation, I've been hearing, as far as Hope go, it's just one of them things she's gonna have to figure out on her own, because that motherfucker has no respect for women. He's a piece of shit. This is the same motherfucker who doesn't give a fuck about his kids. So you think he gives a fuck about you?
Oh yeah, I'm done with it. Like I told you, she just trashed me right after that too. I found out, and like I told her, don't read the Bible and try to make me think I'm stupid when I see you're trolling. You can't run game on me like that. Be real or go on. I mean, you want to be an asshole, be an asshole. I don't give a fuck. You want to be stupid, be stupid. Everybody has a right to be stupid, but don't read off the Bible to me and tell me you about God. And you got to think about this too. And that's what I told her last night. You just got cooked on the bum show. So why the fuck you gonna start the show off reading Bible script? Nobody want to hear that shit. They want to hear you address this shit. Nobody want to hear that after you just got off a show. It ain't been 5 minutes and you done started the show. Nobody want to hear that shit. We want religion. We go to a religious sect.
Yeah, and it's like she was crying over this dude, and it's like, this motherfucker has no respect for you. He's a piece of shit. Like, he's not even worth even crying about, honestly. Anybody that will do the shit that he does don't give a rat's ass about you. This motherfucker calls her all types of bitches like it's her first name. Like, this motherfucker has no respect for women.
Yeah.
And what's so funny, it just shows you he's a piece of shit across the board.
Yeah,
This motherfucker.
But to be honest with you, though, we got this the thing.
Yeah.
We got to quit putting so much on him, and we got to realize the weak people who surround themselves to him.
Oh, I know. That's why I don't really say anything, because I don't really say anything as much, because people are where they want to be. You know what I'm saying? If being around that bum gives them a sense of, if it gives them, I don't know what the fuck they got being around the bum, but if it gives them something like, you know what?
Think about this.
Let them sit around. I mean,
if she didn't do what she's doing, if she didn't go around the bum, her name would die off in this sector. She would be done. Let's face it. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth about this sector, and I've accepted it a long time ago. If this is what it's built on, then this is what we got to ride with over here. Now, we could do other stuff other places. Not saying that we are stuck to this, but it's just what it is. And if people, and that's what I was telling her. She's saying, he's the hub of this sector, but you can't be cool with me and be cool with him. It's not going to happen. It's not, you're doing it wrong. That's how
in her case, it's no such thing as being neutral. Like, in her situation, it's no, you have to pick a side. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to win being cool with both parties. Not in your situation. No,
that's an L for you. And like I said, this is a reality people have to accept. I've been there, done that. I'm not telling you something I haven't been through. I have done it myself. Tried to branch off. I'd have to start a whole new channel. This is how I made my name. This is how it happened. And I got to live with it. And I got to eat it and accept it for what it is. I am who I am. I am who I choose to be. I chose to be a fucking troll and to get caught up in this shit. And it's just who the fuck I am. And I have to live with that.
Yeah.
That's where we all get it fucked up over here. Because we don't accept our fate. No, accept your fate. If you accept your fate, it's easier for you to know what to do. And you don't get disappointed. I remember when I first did a Real Talk video. It was on a book. It was a book review. And I was so mad. I mean, I was pissed. Nobody fucking supported it. I was like, fuck this shit, blah, blah. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't hate the player, I hate the game. I established myself as a roaster and an ignorant nigga in this game. But I'm going to hate people because I gave them one thing and now they don't want to change up. They don't want to change. No, that ain't their fault. I can't be mad at nobody for that.
This is the thing, though. You can put out anything positive or some shit, but you know, at the end of the fucking day, fuckery will always win.
Yeah.
People love drama.
That's right. That's social media for us. That's why I said we got to accept it. It's for what it is. Look at Kwame Brown. He caught up now. He going back and forth with people that he got way bigger numbers than. He's letting people clout chase and build off of him and the whole nine. And that motherfucker, he got the money and the clout, and now he done. What was he doing? Sitting up here doing roast video, doing the same shit. He just throws in that community stuff to make it look like he's doing something honest, but he's a roaster by nature. You see it exactly. He started out roasting, and he even though his intent was to do something else, Bus done took him over. Every time you see Kwame Brown, it's a goddamn roast video. He ain't talking about no real subject. And you notice most of his shows, he's got somebody's name in the title. And he's cooking somebody. He just calls it Mama's Cooking. And he bigger than me and you. And look at his fate.
Yeah, because he's caught up in the hype. Like, he's caught up. Like, so he wants to do shit that's gonna bring him more clout, if you will, by roasting motherfuckers. Because people like drama. Drama wins.
You got it. You got it. You just called it. You called it right. That's what I'm saying.
It's just like reality TV. It's no different. It's just like we don't watch reality TV to watch people get along. No, we watch reality TV to watch the fuckery, the fights and shit. We don't want to see positivity. That's boring to us.
Hell no. Unless now don't get it twisted. If that's what you're about, because trust me, there are people out here that know how to market and sell something. You got church people that are in church that know how to get up here and speak that gospel so good. And that's their gift. That's like me. I can sit here and say things in an intelligent way and process it, but I can't give it out to you to where it's marketable. And I accept that about myself. I don't have that gift of gab. Now, some niggas can take the stupidest subject and talk about it and have you like, damn, I really enjoy listening to them. And you ain't heard. They just got it like that. That's just some people, you know. I don't have it. I can't make that claim.
Right.
I mean, let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Look at the bum, this motherfucker. There's something about him that make people suck his dick and do what he want them to do. And
that's what it says. Like, that's what I've been saying. Like, he's like a cult leader. Like, he can't do no wrong in people's eyes. He can talk to them any type of way, and they will still get down on their knees and suck him off.
He should be. If he was smart, I'd go get me some suits, and I would become a preacher because he would do it well.
Oh yeah.
He would do it well. I'm telling you, that nigga could become a millionaire. If he would read the Bible and go get one of them sugar preachers to teach him how to do it for the money, that nigga would be running some shit.
Yeah, and like half them preachers, you know, they were originally pimps, so that's not far from his alley, even though I don't think he pimps shit.
Don't ever. They weren't all pimps, but he could play it. He could play it. He could play the motherfucking game. It's something about, you know, and you're right. Social media is about entertainment. Nobody wants the truth. Nobody wants to, like I told you, Kwame Brown is bigger and better than all of us. And he got down on a lower level. I'm watching him and I'm going, okay, you arguing with motherfucking Hassan Campbell? But you got way more numbers and make way more money off of this shit.
Yeah, like I mean, it's obvious. Like he's getting caught up, man. He wants to beefing with people's selves.
Yep. And he gonna pay for that. He gonna be one day. He gonna look up and be like, "Man, I want to move on. I'm tired of this shit," and it's gonna be too late. You're gonna be stuck. He's a roaster, and you know what? I'll tell you why. Because people love drama. Think about how easy it is right now. If me and you wanted to, we could start up this show right now, start all over, do an hour show on the bum, and the numbers are gonna be way better.
Oh, that's put his name in the any type of fucking beef is going to give you numbers.
And think about it. You could do this off the top of your head without even sitting here trying to figure it out. But now, if you start going into some real topics, let's say, like I wanted to go into religion. Man, I got to do my homework. I just can't spit that off the top of my head. If I want to go into religion, I got to study that. I got to put in some work.
Oh, yeah. Like when I do like real topics, I have to research it prior.
Exactly.
Before I even do it.
Exactly.
And the thing is, like, people still listen to my real talk. I mean, that feminism shit got numbers too. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just saying, it's not about,
depends on the topic.
Yeah, because no, it's not about that. Because I've done real talk and it's worked. I remember when I first did it, it didn't work. But I'm saying you could just see a significant difference in your numbers. It's everybody. This isn't a targeting anybody thing. You know what I mean? It's not a targeting any one person. I think that, look at Kwame Brown, which is crazy to me because when he had Judge Brown on there, you had over 1 million motherfuckers. He had something that a lot of us don't have. You were still getting the numbers when you was dealing with stuff, but it's still roasting because Judge Joe Brown was explaining Charlemagne the guy's name and where it came from and stuff. Still, you still had to use other people's names. Still had to talk about people like Stephen A. Smith, which I understood what Kwame Brown was doing because it's like, hold up, y'all done made money off my name. Let me get paid off my name.
Eva.
Hey, Hurley. Hey, Jimmy Jam. I'm going to make this quick about Hope. Yeah. Hope is a volunteer. She's not a victim.
Yeah, that's where I came to conclusion. That's why I don't really I don't say much. It's just like she's where she want to be.
Mm-hmm. And I just know that crying and that boohoo and shit, it ain't gonna do it for me because she's a volunteer to me. So if the bum could treat her like shit, I could treat her like shit. It's no goddamn different, and I don't feel sorry for her. None of that. And
when we treat her like shit, or I check her even when she's wrong, oh, you want to fight back. But when the bum do it to you, you want to take it on the chin. And you want to keep going back and back and back. That's my only problem with her.
And people, a lot of times people tend to do that. Like they'll give the person that they love a pass for doing them dirty. But when it comes to other people, it's not that same energy.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm not hearing none of that. Because with Hope, I will do her dirty, and not only that, she's supposed to pay Rio James $20, and she doing everything else except doing that shit. And so Hope, you're full of shit, bitch, and I'm gonna be on your ass, bitch. You know that, Hope, because you're full of shit. All right, see y'all later.
All right. So back to the whole Kwame thing. He wants to beef with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that, like I told you, it was when I first came to social media, it was never to beef. I started off in the religion sector and stuff. I started off dealing with those type of issues and stuff. But what made me give up that was because if you don't say what people want to hear, they just ignore you. They kick you to the curb. You're wrong. I mean, I'm like, damn, we got beef because I don't agree. Don't take that as a personal jab.
There's even drama in religious sectors as well.
Oh, yeah, they roast each other. They just use the Bible to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, there was times I would get into it. Like in my city on Facebook, it got so bad for me, I would go in the grocery store and get all kind of crazy looks. And when I was telling people, there ain't no doubt. And if you pay attention to your damn Bible and read the motherfucker, Right, you will see certain verses skip 30 fucking years before they come back to the next verse in that book because they left chapters out. Like the book of Job, that wasn't no damn devil. That was God talking to men. Job was allowed to be harassed by men, not by the devil, because he wanted to show the men that Job would ride with him through anything so that they could eventually become a part of, and they can have the same faith. That's what, but see, I get chewed out about that. I'm like, don't be emotional. Go read it. Reread the shit. You'll see. You'll see. Yeah, that was something else there, Kennedy. He really went down low because Bullet Scotty don't even have that much numbers. And he was I seen that where Bullet Scotty went on the show and he clowned him.
Shit, us little YouTubers can get some attention if we fake beef with
Like, if you
him.
want to roast that nigga, hell, if he gonna respond and give me some numbers.
I mean, would you do it? have fake beef with him?
Nah.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, that's up to you as a person. Me personally, I'm just not gonna start no beef with nobody, man. I'm just not. I'm not gonna go looking for beef for somebody that ain't fucking with me. It's just not what I need to do, man. Even though I enjoy cooking motherfuckers, I have to have a reason.
Exactly.
I'm not motivated to just do it, to be doing it, because it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, a lot of times these people, like when they start like these little one-sided beef with people, a lot of times they're just clout chasing. They trying to get some attention off. They're trying to bring traffic on their channel, so they'll beef with someone randomly just to bring traffic on their channel.
Exactly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna come back, and when my channels come back, I might cook me. There's one person I'm gonna cook, but I ain't gonna say I'm gonna retire because that would be lying. But I might go into like a semi-retirement where I barely do shows because I'm, like I told you, man. I can't do anything better with this than what I've done, but do something like go at a Kwame Brown or something. And see, I don't really want to do that because then you get these sick fucking trolls that do ridiculous shit because they love that person. Just like Tommy. Tommy got trolls that do the most, like Tyrone Thompson. Do you remember TRS? You was around for that, wasn't you?
I vaguely heard about it.
You was around when the blog talk shit went on. But yeah, somebody actually had a video and they was outside of his daughter's job where she worked at, talking about having dinner with your daughter. Just to please Tommy. This was a troll doing this just to please. So you can imagine if somebody bigger than Tommy he's going to have trolls that are going to do ridiculous shit too. You know, right. Some of these trolls are computer hackers that can get into your shit. Like we got computer hackers right now that can get into mine and your account and get everything they want to get out of us. You know, when the higher up you go in the levels, the more risk and the type of people that you're going to have trolling you is a whole different level.
Yeah, that's true.
What we used to. Worst case scenario in this sector is you're going to get some troll that's going to make videos and play your old videos and hang your face up. Whereas, you level up, now you got people fucking around. They done went in your computer, found out where you lived at, and they at your house. Dropping your real name that nobody needs to know. Now you in a whole, that's a whole nother set of problems that I don't necessarily want to deal with. Because I'd be done had to kill me a motherfucker.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, people say shit that goes on in this sector. I'm like, yo, that shit goes on everywhere. This is just small. This is just a small ass sector. That's the only difference. Them sectors
we get over here. You know what I mean? But if we level up, can we handle that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, can you handle all that other shit? And that's a bigger
big difference
platform. That's a bigger sector than this little shit right here.
And now you're playing a whole nother game with a whole nother set of rules you gotta learn. And a whole nother setup. And I don't feel like learning all over again. Just to be a better roaster or to be deeply involved in that roast shit to that point. Because now I gotta learn all over again. And then you also gonna get the same shit repeated because while you learning somebody, they learning you. Now you gotta re-go through all the same shit that you've heard about yourself that bores you a million fucking times. All over again.
Right. Yeah.
You change you change levels, it changes the way you play the game.
Hell, even the fucking white sectors, they're they make this small ass sector look like a fucking Disney movie in comparison.
And they do whole different shit.
Yeah.
And they meet each other more face to face than we do. But see the difference between us and them, a lot of them don't have regular jobs and YouTube, because they got enough of a fan base and they make enough money off products and shit to where they travel and do shit off of YouTube to where they can do that. Like a lot of the power lifters and the fitness guys, that's their full-time job. That's why you see, like you said, they're collaborating. But when they got a beef with somebody, man, it gets ugly. It gets ugly.
Yeah.
We just said that, but we're saying when you level up to a certain level, you got people that are trolls, that are computer hackers. They got computer hackers right now that can look at these two accounts up here and open them up and figure out everything they need. This is a whole nother level. That's what I'm saying. Right now, what's the worst we gonna get over here? Your docs drop? That ain't shit. I mean, yeah, they docs over there, but they meet face to face over there more too.
Yeah, a lot of times when people get doxxed, it's because they got close to certain motherfuckers. Really?
Yeah, I'll give you a good example. There was a guy named Rich Piana. He's dead now. Big old bodybuilder, big old pussy, but he bullied this handicapped kid. He slapped him in the face and traumatized the shit out of him. And he tried to make it up to him, but he ended up getting his ass beat by somebody else for some personal shit between them. Plus, they didn't respect him as a bully, and he was always getting challenged to fights. And I mean, can you imagine? You're sitting there talking, here's somebody right in front of your face ready to whoop your ass. That's something that hasn't happened over in this sector yet. Even that weak-ass version of what they call a fight, that wasn't shit compared to what I've seen. Because I've been watching the fitness sector, and you got motherfuckers actually meet you and whoop your ass. Will whoop your ass.
Right, BSC. I noticed that. Like,
and don't
first
forget,
of all, there's no innocent. Listen, there's no perfect race. Like, there's fucked up. Listen, people do fucked up things towards each other, regardless of fucking race. Like, look at the way them white folks do each other.
First of all, we need to stop identifying this as a white sector, black sectors thing. When you say white sectors, because there's niggas over there and they doing the same shit, there's just a bigger sector. So they got
people in general do dirty shit to each other. It has nothing to do with race.
They just got a different level of trolls that's willing to invest more effort and time and go further. That they go to a whole nother level. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing different is their sector's larger. Like right now, is it worth it to somebody to really get my docs, hack my computer? No, because I only got 500 subs tops. Well, what is it, 500? Hell, it's 530 or something like that now. When they can go do that to somebody that's got 200,000 subs. And maybe they get 10,000 off of that person with 200,000 subs. See what I'm saying? I got 532 subs. That ain't worth it to nobody in no big sector.
Right.
And some of these guys, they're millionaires off of social media. There's a guy named Mac Truck. He has a book on Amazon. He was one of the guys that, he physically ran up on Rich Piana and beat the shit out of him. You know, and this is a regular thing. And I'm just talking the fitness sector. It ain't no black or white. They ain't no fucking. We gotta get off of that bullshit too. So you see there's niggas in these sectors too. They're just bigger sectors. That's the only thing different. It's not a white or black. Like I told you, the fitness sector, them motherfuckers be scrapping, fighting, powerlifting, but they also collab. They also power lift together. They do contests together. They work out together. They diet together. They do things like Cali Muscle when he met the Hodge twins. It's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I used to listen to the Hodge twins.
Yeah, it is crazy. You know what? The Hodge twins, remember when Tommy tried to cook them and get them into that? They just looked at the camera and blew him off and kept right on going. They was making too much because they was bigger than him and they was making too much money. And they're not really guys that do beef anyway. They're not out here fighting. They're just collabing and making money. And they're like, they do comedy and shit. That's why you see them, one of them will talk and the other one knows how to kick in. They go around and do shit like that, comedy. They do fitness expos, like the Battle of Columbus here we have in Ohio, where how I became a world-class champion. Because when you fight at those, you become world-class. Because at each one of those people come from all over the world to fight in those type of things. And they sell products and they market the fuck out of shit there. It's really just a marketing thing that makes people a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, and that's the difference. Like, them people actually, selling shit. And let's be real, like, there's really no money in this little ass sector.
Especially the way YouTube changed the rules on their shit.
Yeah.
Especially the way YouTube changed the rules on their shit. That's why you see people now, they're pushing product. The main people making money are pushing product and donation driven and products. Like the fitness sector, guys are pushing product. There's guys right now in the fitness sector, they go to a company and say, make me a protein shake, make it low carb, make it high carb, make it this, make me some energy pills, put my brand and my label on this motherfucker. They get on here and they sell. That's what Rich Piana did. He created a company called 5% Nutrition. Actually created a factory and everything. He made so much money, he ended up buying his own factory and everything out of that shit. And his own fucking executive offices out of it. And sponsored athletes and everything. But they know how to market their shit better. People don't know this neither. They got things right now. Look at Kevin Samuels. He's a marketing genius. Tommy roasting him about putting this shit on World Star. But if that's what it takes to get you popping, well, he paid to be on Joe Budden's. But Joe Budden's has millions of people watching. Look at Kevin.
Exactly. It got him where he is right now. So like, who cares?
Vlad TV. You know when a YouTuber gets called to Vlad TV? You know what I'm saying? You do it. Vlad don't call anybody. When Vlad call you, it's a public demand for you. It ain't one or two motherfuckers. It's thousands and thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people saying on Vlad's website saying, we want this guy on there.
Yeah, and it gets your name out there when you're lined with, people with bigger platforms.
Yes. And I think World Star, the way he marketed it, because I looked at some of the prices of what it costs to market yourself on World Star, like $2,000 a day. But he's probably a millionaire off of that, though. So he don't mind spending $2,000 a day to get marketed on World Star.
Right.
YouTube has a setup like that where you can pay them. And I ain't talking about buying clicks neither. That's like, people think, okay, case in point. Let's say Mike Tyson, when he started his podcast, guarantee you he's got an advisor, he's got people, he had a budget. He didn't just put his name in the title and run a show. He marketed and advertised that shit before that shit and had it set up before he did that. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you he's got somebody right now that talks directly with YouTube, pays so many thousands of dollars a day to market and get that shit popping out there. I mean, once you get it going, you ain't got to pay for marketing no more because now your product sells itself. But you think Mike Tyson just woke up and said, oh, yeah, let me put this up. Man, people putting up Mike Tyson their titles all day. That shit ain't getting them no numbers. The difference is he know how to market it and took it to the right marketing avenues to get it going. Plus, he's got the money to go mainstream, radio shows, Spotify, Deezer, all the different areas. See, when a millionaire or a rich nigga starts a show, they got the money to hit all the different avenues. And Kevin Samuels is a genius. He had a game plan. He's doing it, and I can't hate on it. And I laugh when people try to roast him because he's not going to get into a back and forth. Tommy trying, you see, it ain't going to happen. The only motherfucker that he acknowledged was motherfucking Dr. Umar Johnson, which I thought was weird. But that's the only motherfucker Kevin Samuels ever acknowledged or mentioned.
Right. I thought it was ridiculous how Tom expected him to pay homage to him. It's like, how many times does a person have to pay homage to you? Like, get over yourself.
And here's something else, too. Just because somebody has a lot of similarities or copies a little bit of what you do, if they've outdone you, they're still better at what you do than you do. And this is life, though, Harley. This is life. In life, right? Good example. there will be somebody that will remind you of R. Kelly if you know what I'm saying? Musically. You know, it's like we see it with musical artists, we see it with actors. Chadwick Boseman was a great actor. There's other great actors. It's just the way it is. Things evolve, things get better. Tommy has a good formula that's making him very rich. He's a genius. Marketing and getting in the porn business, you'll never go broke in that business. There's always a demand for people that want to pay to see people get fucked. So he should be
oversaturated because like who doesn't want to? I mean, it's like that whole porn industry shit. That's shit so oversaturated because like everyone wants to do it. And it's like, ugh.
Yeah, but he's a genius though because he needs to understand this is his realm. Keep doing what you're doing as long as it's keeping you paid and making you rich, where you ain't never gonna work no job. That nigga was getting $2.5 million off of just Google. That was back in 2015, a year. No telling what and that's just Google money. We ain't talking donations. People that love him, the people now he's got a website. Just like when he puts them UFC fights on his website, man, his subs and numbers probably go up like crazy because it's cheaper to go to his website to watch the UFC fights and pay that monthly fee than it is to pay for the actual shit on pay-per-view yourself.
BSC says, never go broke in porn. Going to porn is bottom of the barrel. I mean, with this OnlyFans shit is really like normalizing the shit.
Yeah, but you know what the difference between Tommy and other people in porn is? He runs and owns his own setup through his own website. When you do that, you're making the money. I learned that from watching Brian Pumper. When Brian Pumper got fired because he had two people fuck and somebody called committee because he didn't get them tested, but he learned so much. Brian Pumper right now can make $1 million off of just doing a porn out in his fucking garage. Because he learned every avenue, how to get your shit on DVD, how to get the shit to the major porn sites and get it marketed, and how to get royalties off your shit.
Yeah.
Between just being in porn, you know, because you could, like right now, you could go get in porn, Harley, and fuck, you what, make $1,500 a scene? That don't mean shit.
Yeah, well, let's be real. You're lucky if you're making a whole lot of money because, you know, with this free porn out and shit, I mean, you're not, back then there was money in it, but it's like, I mean, you're lucky if you make any money at all in comparison to how things were back then.
I don't know if you heard the rules of the porn business, though. They say people who get in porn always profit unless they just shut down or move into something else. But it also depends on who you are and how hot your name gets. But the sacrifice, like you said, the sacrifice you got to make to get your name hot.
Yeah, and you have to work more. You got to work harder. Like,
yeah,
you have to do other shit outside of doing porn. You have to have other avenues going for yourself.
One of the smartest,
rely on that.
One of the smartest people in porn was a woman named Christy Canyon. She put stock in Walmart stock before they had superstores. She would put like 10% of her money she made on porn into that business. So you know how they got what they call a bull rush in the stock market. That's where your shit might multiply at least close to 1,000 times. She made so much money when that shit blew up and exploded. She was able to retire from the porn business, have kids, and now she goes around talking on Sirius Satellite, has her own radio show, podcasting, and just doing her thing that way. And is retired. Married, I think she's married, but I know she's got 2 kids, and she's done. And she was happy because she got out of the porn business before she got too old to have kids. Plus, let's face it, for a woman, the porn business is a hard life, especially if you're dealing with a motherfucker like Max Hardcore. I don't know if you've ever seen when somebody does a fist fucking scene, but they're splitting your pussy and your asshole wide open to where they're meeting like you're having a baby. You can't tell me years and multiple scenes of that don't have a price that you're going to pay for that as a woman later.
I can't believe there's people out there that's like, there's actually people that's turned on watching that type of shit. I mean, that extreme, like that shit is so abnormal.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I'm saying. And they don't make no money. But some of these motherfuckers is drug addicts. And shit
they're really like hard up. Like they're doing bad in their personal life to where they would even do something like that.
Because if you're not a contractual star, you only get paid for that scene. Company makes millions off of you. Because people are still paying for clicks and shit, which is how most people's getting their money is off these websites and shit. What up, Darren Marion?
BSC, no one pays for porn in this day and age.
No, that's why they market products and sell toys and shit. They get into other avenues. Ron Jeremy, before he got in trouble, was making a killing off of fucking selling shit to keep your dick hard. No, that's why you get into you get paid to go do speaking engagements. Most porn people get their money off of those seminars and those Hall of Fame shows and shit like that. That's what I'm saying. When this internet, you gotta have multiple avenues if you're trying to get into all that shit. And that's work. People think you just throw up some shit, get 100,000 hits, and you made it. Shit. You got to work for that shit. Think about it. Tommy's got to work. He's got to keep that website maintained. If you notice, whenever people like Tommy and Kevin Samuels put up a show or a video, look at how detailed their description box is. That's because they know SEO, search optimization. And look how detailed their description boxes are. Same thing with motherfucking Story. His shit be, but he's a marketing executive. Yeah, what's up, man? Somebody else out there, click that link, man. I like three-way conversations, not two-way.
Yeah, I love my big booty panel.
Listen to you. But yeah, other than that, it's just is what it is, man. Business is business, but you know, you gotta have the money to really set it off, or you gotta have the fan base that's willing to do. They said there's a 10% rule. If whatever number of people you got, break that down to 10%. That's your diehard fan base and supporters and donators that's gonna fuck with you through whatever.
Right. Yeah, nowadays you gotta get yourself out there. You can't just rely on one thing. You gotta get yourself out there.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't nothing going on. I'm just chilling, just like I said, man. Shit is what it is, man. I'm fucked up in the head. See, that's what I was trying to tell somebody last night. If you say, yeah, Jimmy, you do fucked up shit, well, I'm a troll. I never denied being a scumbag and a piece of shit. Now I'm a loyal motherfucker. You ain't gonna look up and see me just cooking you if I'm cool with you. You ain't gonna see me just dropping no goddamn bomb. You ain't gonna wake up one day and I'm cold turkey cooking you.
To be fair, none of us are fucking innocent in this bit.
Look at the hell you got for just typing comments in the comment section. So I expect to get more hell than you.
Yeah, like, look at the shit, like, just for me cracking jokes or what have you, I mean, that was worth motherfuckers freaking out, even though they roast motherfuckers their damn self. And half of them people are not fucking innocent because they were talking shit about me, and I repay their ass by roasting their asses. So it is what it is.
And I expect to, so I can't cry about me, and I expect to catch way more hell than you. I expect that. I love it. I wish people would give me more hell so my name could pop. Then I could double up and hit 1,000.
Hey, what's up, Darren? Hey.
Is that it?
Yeah, is that you, Darren?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
What's going on, man?
That, you know, I enjoy
just bullshit and talk about random shit.
I hug and embrace this shit.
Man, I was trying to hit you up, man. You see a girl cooking on a girl, man.
No, somebody hit me up with that. They back at it again, though. I heard.
Oh, man, nah, it ain't back at it. Cookie finna finish this shit, dog. She called her out specifically.
Well, I seen how her punk ass went over there. I shouldn't even have said it. We shouldn't even have been talking about it because I'm resparking.
Well, you didn't say her name.
I was resparking some shit I don't want to respark, but because I want to let her and that nigga crumble and disappear. But yeah, I see where she did the little punk move, goes up on that nigga's panel. But if anybody got something to say, come up here. Same old weak ass tired shit.
Yep. Wow, man.
Ass tired shit. Be your own fucking person. Fight your fight. God damn it.
Yeah. You know, it's something you were saying that 10%, man. There's a marketer, his name is Seth Godin. He basically calls it your tribe, right? So there's a reason why YouTube makes you get 1,000 subscribers before they monetize you, because 1,000 is a magic number. That's where you have that's a tribe where you can actually make a move. It's like literally it's 1,000. They've done all the market research and everything and figured out it's it hits 1,000. But your Facebook page hits 1,000. Whatever it hits 1,000, it's like critical mass where your shit can blow up.
Well, I wish I could be a motherfucker to get 1,000. I done did all kind of fuck shit and got my number to 500 something, and then it stopped. You know, I roast kids and that shit blows up, and I pop, but then it's like I'm at a standstill.
You know, I need to have you talk to my boy, man. You know, see what he can do, man. Yeah, I'm gonna holler at him today, man.
I'm a scumbag, man. But you know, I try to do the music thing, and that's harder. That's harder to do than this.
Yeah, it'll be on the music tip.
Well, I like listening to music. That's what I enjoy doing.
I got somebody I'm working with. I don't know if you noticed, Darren. I get like one or two. Huh? What the fuck? Y'all go ahead and talk for a minute. Let me mute my mic. I'm kind of received something that's been brought to my attention.
All right. How you doing, Harley?
Hey, what's up? So, what do you think about this Britney Spears conservatorship situation? I talked about that earlier.
Shit, you get what you get, don't throw a fit. You know what
I feel when she comes here. I totally get it. She wants to get off of that because I mean she's been on it for years, so it's like
she acts a damn fool, man. You act a damn fool like that, you know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she got to prove. Has she got to prove that she can handle it?
Yeah, I mean she just now has control over some shit like her social media, like. Her handlers, like she would have to they would have to approve what she's about to post.
Yeah.
So it seems like she has since she got herself an attorney, she has more control of her social media.
Yeah. She a little bit of time, man. You know what I'm saying? She acted the damn fool.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, back then she had a mental breakdown. And then she got involved with this guy who like took advantage of her, and that's how all that conservatorship came about.
See what I'm saying? Then what if it happens again? What if it happens all over again? And then she hit. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna be like, well, why didn't they stop her? Hey, bye.
And then she said in court that she complained in court about her father being controlling and shit.
Oh, my wife said hi.
Oh, hi. How are you?
She said, how you doing?
It's a wonderful morning.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. She about to go on a boat.
Okay. Have fun.
She said, have fun.
Oh, it's fabulous, baby. About to be fixed.
Okay. Bye. Wow, have fun. All right, love you back.
So yeah, so I talked about that earlier this morning. Yeah, what do you think about what went down on the Dust Bunny show last night?
What went down? I mean, fuck shit. You
know?
The
highlight of it, I guess Hope was crying. She called in crying.
Wow. And what happened? I mean,
like I said, like as far as that go, I mean, the dude treats her like shit, and it's like, I mean, like situation like that, you gotta leave people in their own devices and let people figure out shit on their own.
Yep.
Me and this guy named Steve played Captain Save-A-Ho, and she was bashing me and shit. Even Miss L, we all try to talk to her like, look, you got to have more confidence. She ended up trashing us.
Damn.
I'm like, bitch, I ain't the one that did all this shit to you. Punk bitch. I don't got no use for her. I beat her up and sodomized her. I don't give a fuck.
But Jimmy, you're a different kind of cat, though, man.
I'm an idiot that can't get. I'm an idiot that has tried to sacrifice himself and do all kind of fucked up shit and still can't get to 1,000.
That's dope.
Yeah, they're really trying to make it hard for small YouTubers.
Well, you know how you get there. I remember I told you how to get that free money for advertising, man.
Nah, you told me you was gonna tell me something like that.
Okay, you know? yeah, man. You go to like set up a Google My Big file.
Oh, don't tell the game to these motherfuckers. Don't give it to everybody. Give it to certain ones behind the scenes.
Nah, yeah, I get you later on.
Don't ever give out no game. Fuck that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, that's cool. I'll get you later.
And then try to roast you. At least I'm willing to pay you. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, fuck them, man. Well, yeah, man.
Don't give nobody no free game. Make them earn it like you
True
did.
indeed. True indeed, man. True indeed. True indeed, man.
Earned it, they gotta earn it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're right though. I gotta screw back. I want to talk to you about that because I heard some of that shit and I was like, what?
This is crazy, man.
Damn, man, this shit wild.
The other sector been going crazy, man. I'm like, damn, man.
Oh. Hey, but you know what? I gotta give that Jazzy bitch credit though. To have all them kids, 5 kids, lose kids, go down and leave your kids, and she's still fighting and still battling and still in the mix. I'm like, she can take some abuse, man.
It's crazy, man. She's trash too, man.
But she can take some abuse and got numbers out the ass too, man. That's what I'm saying. Bitch got numbers out the ass.
I don't get it, man.
It seems like you got to do crazy shit in order to get high numbers.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it.
It's the fuck shit.
No matter how fucking crazy it is, but you know, people give that sort attention.
Yeah, look, Buddy Lee and her beating and fucking, and the extremes that she went to go meet him, and the way she left her kids got numbers, and they was getting paid off of that whole fucking thing. Remember that was one of the things that came up.
Crazy.
They was laughing how they got paid.
Yep.
Then it did, but then it all went south. The breakup was the best part of it, though.
She called it a deep troll, man. I was like, what the fuck?
And you know what, Hardy, you hear that? He talked about that same shit I told you. Remember deep trolling?
Oh, yeah.
If a motherfucker will meet a motherfucker and fuck them, and then sit there and put out that they ate their pussy, everything, knowing it, and then they got to come out, they suck their dick. And this is all troll shit?
That's the only like drawback of fucking someone off of YouTube.
Because all the details that wouldn't normally.
Yeah, they're gonna that's gonna be used as material, and motherfuckers gonna be used. Yeah, that's all that's gonna be.
You suck my dick. I ate your pussy. That shit.
That's why if you meet a motherfucker out on YouTube, then fuck the dog shit out of him, man. Leave it all on the bed.
Hey, and that's all you do. Hey, and it go both ways. If you're a female, don't eat the pussy. I mean, if you're a female, don't suck a dick, and if you're a male, don't eat the pussy. Just fuck the dog shit if y'all can keep that contained.
You know what I'm
saying? Y'all start eating and licking each other's ass. That's just more material. The more shit you do and the more detail it get, the more information we gonna cook you with.
And see, that's another way that brings numbers. Like when after you fuck someone off of YouTube and y'all bring that shit online, that brings you more numbers too.
And you know what? You know who makes me look like a goddamn choir boy? That motherfucking Chucky. He done did everything I done did.
Chucky's a raw ass dude.
That motherfucker make me look like a motherfucking choir. People think I'm a piece of shit. The way I roast and talk about fucking kids. This nigga be talking about fucking 2-year-old babies, and I just shit. To be honest with you, I'm about to be. I think I fit in. Me and Chucky, we'd be a good team. We both don't have boundaries. We're stuck.
That's our boy, man.
Yeah.
That's his boy, man. Yeah, man.
That's a motherfucking nutcase.
That nigga Chucky wide open, man. He was like,
Could you imagine me and Chucky being on the same side of the fence fucking some shit up? Man.
I really told old Grace, I won't fuck you. I want you to suck my dick relentlessly.
Yeah, Chucky. He do what I do and get more money more numbers out of it though.
Mm-hmm.
They did a show one time, him and some bitch, and they was like $700 on one motherfucking show.
Yeah,
but they
man.
were 2-hour show, and they got like $700. I'm like, motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying?
I donated on that show. I donated that show, man. So shit, I know.
What'd you say?
I said I donated that show, man. That shit was lit.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I've been doing it longer and before there was ever a fucking Chucky.
Yep. Jimmy and Chucky.
That's why I know I done missed out on something. I done fucked up something. Hey, I done missed some shit. That motherfucker's crazy, man. I watch him. He cracks me the fuck up.
He be getting fucked up, man.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Made my dice roll.
I thought he was dumb. You know, I said, this dude slow or something. Then I said, okay, he fucked up on something. He drunk or something.
It was like then he had 8 bars the other day. He was like, I had 8 bars and some beer. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's a crazy. Did you see we had the piss? They showed the piss bottle in his bedroom and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Damn. And he done been exposed worse than me. You know what I'm saying?
He been exposed. He don't give a fuck, man. He don't give a fuck, man.
He don't give a fuck. How do you roast a motherfucker that got a piss bottle in his bedroom and everybody and they'll put it up on camera for you? It's like, how do you roast
on air mattress, man?
Huh?
He pisses in bottles.
But he had a big old 1-gallon jug. You can see it. He pissed in his bedroom.
On the air mattress. It's sitting on the air mattress, man.
He's sitting on the air mattress and making money out the ass, but he's drugging it up. I think he's just taking the money and doing drugs with it. That's why he ain't profit. Because he gets paid. I give him that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
You didn't know that? This dude pissed in a big old gallon jug, but the half full of piss, the foaming and shit.
Is that piss?
I ain't even gonna lie, they way more entertaining than us. And like I said, LA, none of us has been exposed like those motherfuckers. Like I said, Jazzy gave her 5 kids just to go meet somebody to get dick. Shit. And she's still able to stay in the sector and be relevant and get numbers and make money
not just be relevant, but be the center of motherfucking attention.
And worse than, and I'll be honest with you, she worse than Jamila, but she just looks better and she's a little more organized. She ain't got that mental break she do. And she do look better.
Yeah.
And she don't look like she dropped a bunch of motherfucking babies neither. She don't look like she dropped no 5 kids.
That's true.
But I'm like, man, shit, you would think she'd be ran the fuck up out of here. Nope.
Yeah, she do the tarot cards and shit too. Yeah, man.
You know who my favorite YouTuber is though?
Who's that?
As far as a female, that in that other sector is Lady Love.
Lady Love. Yeah.
Because I mean, you gotta give her credit. She'll tell motherfuckers, I record everything, I keep everything, and motherfuckers still go over there and try to holler at her and get fucking exposed.
Yeah,
then they try to roast her. After they know all this shit, they still try to cook her, and she ends up making a fool out of motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, how you gonna cook somebody when she done told you she got you, and you up here saying, fuck your wife and everything. I mean, and she's telling people up front, I'll record everything.
Yep.
And I keep she tell you that.
Yep.
And still get new receipts. Shout out to you, Lady Locke, because that
you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that on the show. I said, damn, I gotta give her credit, man.
Yeah. Shit, y'all gotta get on the call, man. I want to jump on real quick, say what's happening.
And yeah, this shit wild though, bro. I gotta figure out something else, but that other sector, that's where the money's at, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they make donations like crazy.
He should be over there getting paid.
Yeah, man.
He fit in over there too. That's more his crowd because everybody older. He fit in better over there.
Yeah. Beezy. I was just listening to Beezy shit just a second ago, man. Beezy, this shit, he got a nice little show, man. He got a little intro and everything, man.
He mixes it up. He mixes the shit up and everything.
Yeah, man.
That's what he said. He said this shit here is fun. This shit here is fun for him, but he get more money over there.
Yeah. He had a good ass show the other day. He was like 5 times. He's like, damn, man, Beezy getting it in, man.
He was one of the ones that exposed ZX. I remember ZX tried to lie dude was his cousin or nephew or something.
Oh man.
Nobody gonna call up the family.
My God, that was.
Remember, because he was taking up. Remember, ZX was trying to take. He was taking up donations for that nigga. No, but that's my family, and they shut that shit down.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't even. It was like maybe.
Beezy's supposed to this because he can't read, man. He's supposed for not being able to read, man.
That's why he had Beezy doing reading on his show and other people.
Yeah, man. Beezy can't read, man.
Well, you gotta be able to read. He a fucking truck trainer. You gotta at least be able to read basic.
You know what I'm saying? He's horrible, man. He's horrible. All right, y'all bees.
All right, man.
All right, you too.
Yeah, Hardy, you don't watch that other sector?
Shit, I watch In the Bushes every blue moon.
You know what? That shit wild as fuck over there.
Yeah, it is.
My favorite was True Freeman, though, that time somebody rolled past his house. And man, he was sitting there with a gun. I'm ready to die tonight. And all this whole crazy. That nigga went on all night ready to be. I'm like, damn, dog. Motherfucker roll by, just talk shit. You up here ready to kill yourself. You ready to shoot everybody up.
Yeah, sometimes shit get to some people, man.
I love Super Saiyan Jim, though, because he pushes buttons, and they keep talking about, I'm going to kill him. First of all, the nigga dropping off diapers at your doorstep is not, you can't just shoot his ass. That's a goddamn prank. You're going to prison. All these people that say they're going to kill him, ZX knew that motherfucker was over at his house. They just do that to talk shit on hype. Then you got Cluster B over there calling up folks as mamas and shit, threatening them and shit. This shit is funny as fuck, man. Yeah, you're right, Black Sector Lights. He's a gift, man. That motherfucker, when True Freeman had them meltdowns, I love that shit.
Yeah, he's entertaining, True Freeman.
When he has those meltdowns, I'll be like, damn. Thank you. Because he melts the fuck down. Tell me, he'd be sitting there. Remember when the gun went off and he almost shot?
Yeah, I remember that. That was
crazy. I'm gonna tell you though, the one thing I didn't like that he did, and it was very stupid to do, was he was the way he did his son when his son was smoking weed. Okay, but your son was a dumbass. But damn dog, you humiliate him like that, and you wonder why he went over to Tommy.
And let's be real, who had their younger age hasn't smoked weed at one point in their lives?
Well, that ain't what he was tripping on. He was tripping on the fact that, you know, that he had all that shit with Tommy and his son went up and did it on his channel, knowing that he had people there fucking with him. But why put so much effort in on Tommy like you did? On the flip side of that. And why not let it go before you let your family get involved in it? And because of how he did his son verbally and mentally, and the abuse and pulling guns on his own fucking child, now he'll never see his grandbaby again. And he actually signed off the grandbaby for adoption. So they don't have no way of ever finding that child.
Damn.
You know, his own hate and anger. I'll never see well, you dumb fuck. You don't put if my kid fucks up on social media, I'm still going to deal with him off of social media. Because if I put him on here and humiliate him and people see it, that ain't smart. Tommy was smart though with that one. He knew he had the son when that happened. What he told his son was the truth, but you shouldn't have done it on. You don't get him on here and do it.
Yeah.
This shit funny as hell, though. I love this shit. I love this sector.
You can be entertaining.
No, I can be a fuck up. Degenerate fuck up.
People freak out about me over fucking cracking jokes. That's enough right there.
And you catch,
even though they do the same bullshit and worse than what the fuck I do.
And you catch more hell than me. And my name should be all over this sector. Me and Rio, the shit that we done. But you catch more hell than us.
Yeah, it's like, so it's selective outrage. How the fuck can you have a problem with what the fuck I do at what everybody does in this fucking roast arena? That's like getting mad at a fucking boxer for punching someone in a boxing ring. Like, what the fuck do you expect? Like, is the issue is I'm better at this shit and I'm mentally stronger and I just don't give a fuck? Is that the issue?
Everybody looked at it and thought she's vulnerable. We can push her up out of here.
Yeah, that's all that is. They thought I was a fucking pushover, and they were sadly fucking mistaken. Like, you can't fucking break me down.
Yeah. Well, it ain't breaking you down. They just thought, okay, we got her. She's in the corner. She's in the corner.
It's like, come on now.
That's how it works, though. Because I went through that when I got exposed about Cat Smith. That shit, everybody was just coming from every angle. Everybody go through that, though. It's just how long does it last? Just like, hell, you look at Mike Mills, he's been through it. You know what I mean? Shit, for years.
It's like initiation. You have to be able to sustain. You know what I mean? You got in order to put it like this. It's not for the faint of heart. So you have to have thick skin.
Oh,
doing this shit. You can't be crying and all that shit. You can't.
Yeah, even when you
not from these people.
That's right.
And that's how you.
I know the bum is gonna replay this. He's live right now. Bum, I ain't gonna lie, man. I wish you didn't do it like I wanted. You didn't play your role. You didn't do your job, man. I really wanted you to try to run this Hardy shit at me in the ground, but it ain't working out so good. So fuck.
Yeah, it's not. He's really upset that no one's not roasting me. It's like, bitch, I know it hurts, bitch. It hurts that I'm the fucking shit. And that I still have fucking support despite of everything you try to pull on me, bitch. You should worry about that shit around your fucking mouth. Okay? Worry about the fact that your ass don't have a shower head. That's why your ass is breaking out on your legs, because your ass is not washing yourself properly, bitch.
Well, and it could be that water. Because that whole state got water issues.
It's just amazing to me how this nigga gets away with talking shit like his life ain't already in fucking crumbles. Like, this motherfucker can get away with saying he don't have a shower head. This motherfucker has this trying to shit in his mouth.
Remember, he can say fuck his kids multiple times.
Yes.
He gets away with all that.
He sure does. He gets away with a lot. I mean, that's some shallow hell realness where he can worry about what's going on with other people when he can't even acknowledge the fuck going on with his damn self. That's some shallow hell realness for you. It's like a fat person think they're skinny when clearly they're not. And that's what he's suffering from, shallow hell syndrome. He thinks he's winning.
He's the king, though. We got it.
Yeah.
He is the motherfucker.
We're all broken, dusty, and but he has to beg. He has to beg constantly. He relies on donations, though.
That nigga's the king.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he do the most craziest shit. Like I told you, look at how many people hate me. I mean, I got people that hate me, and he'll cook, but he cook them. I cook them for months. They go back and forth with me, like me and Mr. Queen. That went on forever. He cooked her one time, bam, she's out. She gotta go. Well, shit, give that nigga the same heat you gave me.
You know, I guess what I'm saying, I don't now that type of shit I don't understand, because what the fuck? What makes his roast more impactful than anyone else? He's just a nigga talking shit. You motherfuckers can't roast this motherfucker back like anyone else y'all roast. Like, I don't understand what makes his words so fucking significant.
Because people let themselves get emotionally attached to it. See, when you're not emotionally attached to somebody and they cook you, it's either gonna piss you off or you're not gonna give a fuck. But when you're emotionally attached to somebody, then you lose it.
Well, I guess those type of people care for his validation, I suppose.
Exactly. Well, and then some people don't realize either, when you, like Freddie said last night to Hope, these people team up with him and try to troll him. And they think they're in control and they're not. Kat thought she was in control. And I'm like, how you hate me when I ain't even, this nigga done did you dirty multiple times, but every time you try to come back, you come for me. I'm not even fucking with you. He the one doing you fucked up, clowning you. He cook you and you come back and you be his buddy and everything. But yeah, I'm about to get up off here, take my ass to bed, man. And I gotta check out this little bit of tidbit of what you sent me. I gotta check this out. Even though Hey, yeah, I hear it's getting pretty heated, so I'm gonna be watching that. I know you're gonna be watching it now. That'll be no names getting called out and shit that got heated. Shit. Hey,
Right.
Beasley will fuck a nigga up, man. Beasley get you with some shit. I even told Beasley, I said, you ain't gotta do all that dirty shit because you can roast. All right, Harley, I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, peace. That's what I'm like, Case. I will never in the life of me. I will never in the life of me understand why certain people are impacted by that nigga's words. Like, I'm just like y'all motherfuckers don't know how to cook the nigga back. Like, I don't get it. That's why I say I don't. He got some type of hold of these motherfuckers to the point they kiss his ass even after being disrespected, clowned on social media. They will still get on their knees and kiss his motherfucker's ass and suck his cock. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, I have no problem cooking whoever. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, I don't understand what makes his words more impactful than anyone else's. Like, I'm not intimidated by anyone on this motherfucker. They bleed the same way I do. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I'm about to get off of here. Got shit to do. Yeah, I like Jay Black, Kurt Cobain. He speaks nothing but facts. Especially when it comes to the dust. Oh yeah, anytime anyone gives that nigga some truth roast, he do not want to play that shit on his show. That's too much for him to bear. And he can't handle it because it's truth. It's truth roast. It's not embellishment. This is facts about your life. Like, this is your reality. This is the reality roast. And what trips me out about him, he says Jay Black is boring, but yet all those times he will play he will play anyone's show who he claims are boring. They're only boring if they say some shit about his ass. That's when they're boring. You know what's funny? Like, when Jay Black would go at Styles, he had no problem playing it and praising what Jay Black was doing. But the moment Jay Black does videos about his ass, oh, it's no longer fun. He's boring and all this shit. It's funny how that works. But yeah, I'll holler at y'all. Peace.